a final answer as to, in my opinion, which ones are the best. Now, some of these tests may have been flawed due to user error, as I am not a professional locksmith, perhaps, and everybody has their own respected strength levels in bending cuffs. But here we go. So let's remember, these HWCs got bent totally out of the way, okay? They are, for me, in law enforcement. Like it was stated, these just maybe aren't for law enforcement on patrol type of cuffs. Maybe they are just training cuffs and they are for maybe security purposes, or I would even say not even for corrections. Maybe a backup if you are in need, as they are pretty cheap. But they are going to stay right here in last place. That bend test was not good at all. We have Smith & Wesson and Peerless and Asp left here. This might come as a little bit of a surprise, but let's be honest. For the price and for the build quality of what they claim, I don't think Asp lives up to the hype. Honestly, let's see, we bent the swing arm out of the way and it completely came off track. We had to bend it back to get it back on track. Now that also happened, I believe it was for maybe the Smith & Wesson, but this one obviously, and you guys saw in the video, came off track way more as well. Again, the price, it's just the claim of it saying that it's not flexible or as flexible as these cuffs. Well, it's obviously flexible. Now it might not be talking about the swing arm, maybe it's talking about just this I-beam right here. It was also easily shimmed open. It was the easiest cuff to shim open. I couldn't pick it with a paper clip, but it was very easy to shim open. Smith & Wesson and Peerless, I could not shim open, or I could not pick open one of them, okay? I could pick open the Peerless. Now, that leads into the next thing here. Which one is number 2 and number 1? I think Smith & Wesson, for the price, is number 1, and Peerless follows closely behind it, as they're almost identical to the same type of cuff. Peerless, I was able to pick open. Now, the different keyholes and just my picking skills might play a factor into that. But I think for the price, like I said before, Smith & Wesson is just at top, Peerless right behind it. Although Peerless is an older generation type of cuffs, they're not really issued anymore. I think we're looking at Smith & Wesson to be the winner here. That's my opinions. I was honestly pretty disappointed by Asp. They look great. Don't get me wrong. They look great. They feel great. They're machined very well. As these are just stamped style cuffs, I don't know. There's obviously a pattern, something to be followed here.